Thank you, Sean. Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to take a minute to thank Cecil and the Chamber of Commerce for sponsoring this great event and for including Modesto City Schools in the presentation, because we're very proud of our program offerings and our students. I'm extremely proud of the programs, pathways, and academies that Modesto City Schools has to offer our students. It's always a treat for me to visit our high school campuses and to talk with the students involved in these programs. Last month, I had the opportunity to visit a small engines class at Bayer, and I spoke to a student who is a senior, and so following graduation, he's going to move to Germany. This has all been arranged, and he's going to attend the BMW mechanics school. This student was focused, driven, well-spoken, and confident. I left that class, as I often do when visiting our students, just amazed. But these are the type of students that these academies and pathways are turning out. I'm so excited for you to hear about our programs, pathways, and academies from some of the people that know them the best, and that's our students. If you hear about a program today that you think could benefit from a partnership with our organization, or you think that your organization could benefit from a partnership with one of our programs, please contact me. We're always looking for partnerships because we believe collaboration is key. So thank you for supporting such an important event, and it's very worthwhile. And now it's my pleasure to introduce to you our Director of Alternative and Vocational Education, Mr. Mike Henderson.
Good afternoon and thank you. Our theme is preparing for tomorrow today, and Superintendent Abel has been actively engaged in our programs and has reinvigorated the discussion about building stronger partnerships to prepare our students for post-secondary options, whatever those may be. She's been expecting more of all of us, and we appreciate her leadership and support. While I'm here representing Modesto, let me quickly acknowledge my colleagues from Ceres to Turlock, Oakdale, Sonora, Patterson, and others in between for your outstanding programs and people to provide career tech opportunities to students in your communities. Under the umbrella of the Yosemite ROP, our combined 136 teachers taught 84 different types of courses in 15 different industry sectors, serving nearly 8,000 high school and adult students last year with relevant and exciting learning through career tech education. In Modesto City Schools specifically, we're responsible for educating nearly 30,000 students annually, about half of which are in high school. Last year, close to half of those took career tech ed courses, which take many forms such as career academies, pathways, ROP, or specialized programs that infuse occupational skills. Whether you're in education, business and industry, or simply a member of the community, with these sheer numbers of students in our district and the compounding impact their success has on the collective goals of our community, from either educational, employment, and economic perspectives, we all have a vested interest in the success of these programs and the students they educate. We're not only open to, but we are actively pursuing stronger connections with the vested stakeholders in our community, whether they be post-secondary education, training facilities, business and industry, or community organizations. A common theme among the Expect More committees was the need to better market our programs. Our CTE group felt the same, and we've been well received by local publications. In MCS, we held a tour of our specialized programs for business and community leaders last year, and what we found was a bit of an awareness gap. Their comments reflected not knowing that some of the programs existed and being impressed by their innovation, their rigor, and how transformative they were for students who described them as deeply meaningful. On the academy front, MCS currently has 7 career academies in operation, many of which operate as California Partnership Academies. The outcomes are captured in the following statewide data from academies operating under the Partnership Academy Network. 50% of the students are selected based on at-risk criteria, and the vast majority, 80 to 90+% of them, meet a high attendance and on-track criteria, credit criteria, and academies as a whole boast a 95% graduation rate compared to a statewide average of 85%, with significant gains for special subgroup populations. Last year, nearly half of our high school students took career tech courses. The top 5 industry sectors based on enrollment are listed on the slide. Ag and natural resources led the way, and some were surprised to hear that over 2,500 students, 18% of our total high school population, were enrolled in Ag or FFA, followed by the remaining industry sectors as shown on the slide. Whether they're career academies or pathways or other specialized programs, the common threads that run through these career tech programs are the integration of core academic content and applied learning, ROP, often taught by instructors who started their careers in industry, then came into education, so they bring that industry experience with them, teaching students directly, a community classroom component, employability skills and workplace expectations that are embedded into the curriculum. It is part of what they do in the class. A dual emphasis on not only technical skills, depending on the industries represented, but also soft skills. I'm proud to introduce to you today just 5 of our many outstanding career tech programs, each with a video, a student speaker, and a representative from business and industry. By way of introduction at the outset, for FFA, the industry speaker is Jake Wenger of Wood Colony Nut Company. For medical and health, Carla Mensonides, the healthcare career coordinator at Memorial Medical Center. For culinary arts, owner of Surla's Restaurant, John Surla. On behalf of robotics, Bill O'Brien, County Board of Supervisors and owner of O'Brien's Market. And for media technology, Dan Schloss of Echo Media Productions. Enjoy a look at some of the great things that are happening in Modesto City Schools.
Seeing people from their weakest point go up to their highest point and getting healthier is really what I like to see. It makes me happy, seeing that I might have had a little part to do with that.
I couldn't believe that I could be in high school and I could take this class where it could give me a certification, so when I get out of high school, I could have a job. A lot of other people, instead of working, say, at fast food or something, here I was with a certification. And so definitely changed my expectations for this class. I wasn't expecting it to be like this. Overall, I think that this is like the best opportunity I've had in my life.
It's like the best decision I've made to get in the ROP program. I'm really happy with what I'm doing right now. I've learned so much.
Hi. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. My name is Sierra Matison, and I'm a graduate of Thomas Downey High School. During my senior year at Downey, I participated in the pre-nursing certification class. During this class, we spent a lot of time learning theory, and we spent a lot of time doing hands-on work. This course, you have to complete 50 hours of theory and over 100 hours of participation in a facility with residents. Over the course of this program, we went through these hours and we went through the participation and the working and the hands-on with the residents, and we learned so much. Verbal communication, body communication, helping people just, make everyday life easier. Giving bed baths and helping feed residents wasn't exactly what some of my friends and I thought would happen when we joined this class. But after making the connections and becoming friends with the people that we saw every day that were at the facilities, that were cared for every day, it made everything worth it. This year-long program helps students like myself develop awareness for what it's really like to help people every day. Working with the residents, we were also, gaining knowledge that we couldn't gain just in a classroom. Sitting and learning something in a book is very different from going in and working and actually taking a temperature, taking blood pressure, taking vital signs, and charting paperwork. At the end of the course, those that were able to complete the requirements that were necessary, some students were able to test and qualify for a CNA certification. The CNA license is such a fantastic thing. It's such a great opportunity. I myself am now a certified nurse's assistant because I completed this course. I was able to take my knowledge as a CNA and go out right after graduating high school and apply to jobs that I would have had to wait years and spend lots of money and time trying to accomplish what I'd accomplished in 9 months through my high school for free. And just going out and seeing how, just having the certified nursing assistant's license through the ROP program made it easier to apply. And people would ask me, so what's your job? I'm like, oh, well, I don't have a job, but I have over 100 hours of experience and theory, and I have my certified nurse's assistant certification at 18 without, going to school for long term. So I think that it's a great opportunity, and I always encourage students who ask me about it and say, hey, should I take this course? And I always tell them, do it. If being in the medical field is something that you want to do, it's a step up, and it's an eye-opening experience. Thank you.
Hello, Carla Mansonides, registered nurse, healthcare career coordinator from Memorial Medical Center, and I am proud to be here today to represent Memorial Medical Center as a site for the regional occupational program, especially in the areas of medical office occupations, pre-certification for CNA, HHA, the home health aide nurses, for also the health survey classes that they have. These students have an opportunity of coming into our hospital and mentoring with qualified people who want to have them there. They take them through various departments in the hospital, family birthing center, radiology, pharmacy, all of the nursing units, into microbiology, into the laboratory, into the technology areas, nuclear medicine. The medical office students, they go all through the hospital in various settings where there are clerical activities going on. These students get an opportunity of a lifetime when they come in through high school to find out if they want to be in this area, if they want to be on this career path or not. They walk out and they can say, yes, I know this is for me just by being in that environment. They can walk out and they can say, no, this is definitely not for me, and those are good answers. We like to hear that because they've made a decision. They've made it based on evidence that they have been out there with the staff at the hospital. I like to go out and I like to visit the students at their classroom site before they come into the hospital. This is an opportunity for them. It is truly a privilege to be in the hospital setting during the hours of workday to practice those skills that they have been taught at the school site. I let the students know this is not extension of class time. Well, of course, I was chastised by my husband about that, and he said, you cannot raise those children like you raised those students like you raised your own 5 children. And I said, you want to make a bet? If I can get those boys to keep their pants pulled up, if I can get those cell phones out of their hands. I mean, I do monitor these students closely. We like to monitor the staff to see how they are doing, most of all the patients that we serve out there in the community. These students definitely have an opportunity of a lifetime to connect, to practice those skills in a real life setting at Memorial Medical Center. This program's been going on for close to 20 years at our hospital. I was not aware of that at the time. I just knew ROP. I didn't even know what ROP stood for. And then 10 years, my RN license took a career path, and I became the healthcare career coordinator and was able to meet so many ROP instructors, administrators from all over Stanislaus, Tuolumne County when they came to our hospital for a tour. We are proud to have these young folks in our hospital on a day-to-day basis to take a look at what is out there for them, make an educated, evidence-based decision about a career path for them. We are proud to support them. We see anywhere from upwards to 800 to 900 to 1,000 students a year at the hospital. That's a lot of young folks coming through, making decisions about their future. Each and every one of you will be required at some time to come into a hospital setting for care. And these kids are the future. They are the future of the healthcare providers in our nation. I'm so happy to know that we have UC Merced down in Merced, where we're going to be growing our own doctors right here. And those come out of the ROP programs. These kids come through ROP, and believe me, they just get a taste of what it's like. These are lily pad opportunities for them to step even higher yet. And that's my job, is to encourage, to inspire, to enlighten them about what's out there for the future. They can start as home health aides, certified nurses aides. They can start in the occupational survey classes where they can be looking at what's out there, but to have them take a step further and go higher. So Sierra, I will be talking to you later about certified nursing assistants and going on with your hopefully getting into the RN course over there at MJC or down at CSUS, so we will be talking. But anyhow, thank you so much for having me. On behalf of Memorial Medical Center, we are proud to serve this community and the students that will become the future of healthcare.
My name's Seth Lemons.
And my name's Victor Magallon,
We're from Thomas Downey Mechanics.
and we're ready to work.
We're trained and we're ready to work.
I'm Michaela Scully and I'm in the Enox VET program and I'm ready to work.
I'm Marina Nishida and I'm in the Enox FFA program and I'm ready to work.
In closing, Modesto City Schools is proud of our programs and our students who take part in them. Like the students, we stand ready to work to strengthen and deepen our connections with business, industry, and post-secondary institution. Thank you for this opportunity to extend an open invitation for partnership.